Now that we have validation functions defined, it's time to apply validation, firstly on the server side. We have our registration endpoint inside the register.post.ts file, and right here, before doing anything else related to registration, I'm going to firstly validate provided email address by using our helper function validate email, which we need to import from the validation module. Right here, I'm going to use special tilde character, which basically means project root, and let's import this validate email function from the validation module, like so. Next, we're gonna check if email error constant contains true the value. We need to throw an error because there has been validation error. I'm going to use create error helper function to create an error object with the following params. Status code will be 400 and the error message will be taken from the email error constant, because our validation functions, when they fail, they return error messages. So now let's try it out. I'm going to submit request with the wrong email address. Let's say I'm gonna remove this @ sign and submit this request. We're about to receive validation error which says invalid email format. And of course, if I'm going to provide a valid email address and submit this request, this time the user has been created. Besides checking email address, we also have to apply validation to the password. So right here, let's call validate password function and provide the password that we have received from the client. Let's also import this function from the validation module. And the flow is basically the same. We're gonna check if password error variable is truthy. In this case, we will throw an error with the following options. Status code will be 400, and the error message, as always, will be taken from the result of validate password function. And to test this validation error, we can, for example, provide an empty password, in which case we're about to receive the following error: password is required. But besides checking that the password is not an empty string, our validation function also checks if password has proper length. It should be minimum 8 characters, so I'm going to specify less than 8 characters, send this request, and there we go. The error message clearly says that the password must be at least 8 characters. So let's fix this issue and provide proper password, submit the request, and verify that the user will be created. And the next time when I'm going to submit the same data, I'm about to get the following error saying that email already registered, since we already have a user in the database with that email address. And as a reminder, we have this check separately when we're fetching records from the user's table with a particular email address, and if such user already exists, we throw an error with this message email already registered.